In this Gran Turismo Beat the Meta, Wiener meets Barrier in the first race and push to pass. Apparently, it's a valid move. Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo video where we're doing Beat the Meta in that Dodge Viper SRT GT3-R. So you're probably wondering why I've gone straight to cockpit view as we overtake the Belgium driver there. And it's because I was trying to get my steering ratio or steering rotation sorted on the Motor R5. The review is coming out very soon on that. We also do check it out, but you do have to set the rotation manually, and that's what I was trying to do there and work it out as I jump into this. Because it Beat the Meta, the first race is always the last to first challenge, so it's understanding the car. Can it do it first of all? Is it going to be strong? Discovering strengths, discovering those weaknesses, and going from there. And we're at Dragon Trail Seaside in reverse, which is always a bit of a sketchy track because of this point here. The chicane of death, as you see there, a few people into Barrier, and all sorts happening here as everybody just bounces off each other as we head towards one of my favorite corners in the game right now, this left-hander. I love this corner. I get it slightly wrong there as a Porsche. The Wiener goes on my inside and looking to go on through here. So one strength for the Viper is definitely its acceleration and some of its top-end speed. It is definitely up there in terms of top-end speed. As we go into the right-hander, that Porsche nails it there, did Wiener. Well done, Wiener. You absolutely nailed that one as we go into the right. But we advance further on here. I've just set the rotation properly now. I'll put in the microphone to get some reactions here as we head towards turn one, and Wiener on that inside, defending it nicely in that Porsche. As we go into here, slight bit of contact, but lots of room on the exit. So yeah, we continue on through all the same as we fast forward towards the chicane of death. Now, is there any deaths this time as we go on through? Look at the barrier there. I do prefer it in the reverse way here, the chicane, in terms of versus the forward route, just because it's easier to drive and there are less deaths there. And it just fundamentally works better there. We're through here though. Wiener gets it all wrong and goes off into the barrier there. So we overtake them, and we overtake this Mazda as well, who's going very slow. And make sure you check out the shorts later on in terms of that Wiener comment. Right, anyway, we're gonna, or reaction to say, in towards the left we go. Now, I haven't talked about what Beat the Meta actually is, as we see a bit of action overhead between the Porsche and the Supra. Oh, there's contact between the two. Looking to get the move done on Tidgney. Oh, there's contact, so I give a bit of a bump draft there. You're welcome as we head into the left there. Do we get it done? We do indeed. We're up a place then. So, Beat the Meta. Rules are in the description for those wondering, but I will explain them again. So I pick a car which is not strong at this track that you have picked out for me. So a lot of you suggested a Dodge Viper. I chose the Dodge Viper. And I try and beat the meta, which this week is the Toyota Supra, which is behind me right now as we catch up to a Porsche. Heading down towards turn one. In we go to this braking zone. And behind, they just released the brakes. And again, there they do that. So I was a bit frustrated with that one. A bit frustrated indeed, because it's a push to pass quite clearly there from Tidgney. As we continue on here, we've got, who's that? ICU PNG. My left, and of course going towards the chicane, I always say don't go too wide because it's very scary as we go into here and continue on through. We avoid the barrier there and advance further on. So let's get into the second rule of Beat the Meta. There has to be at least one A+ driver in the lobby, and I'm going to just comment on that now. That is a concern going forward for Beat the Meta. It seems there is a reducing amount of A+ drivers doing daily races just at all. Like, I've been struggling to even get races with A+ drivers in. I'm not even sure this race has an A+ driver in, if I'm brutally honest. As we go through the left there, the Mazda looking for that return there on the inside. Doesn't quite get it done, but it is a concern. I feel like daily races are really losing their popularity at the moment, especially towards the top end. But we'll see how it goes as we send it down the inside of the Porsche here. Oh, a bit of contact there as we go through the right. Get contact from behind as well. Continue on through. Oh, hello. Somebody else has gone there. That was Fated Superior, sorry. Has gone there. Well, your fate was sealed, I must say, as we get on the inside of the Porsche. This is where you're seeing the strength of this Dodge Viper GT3 car. And as we head across the line, we're ahead of the Porsche. In towards the braking zone we go. We just outbrake ourselves a little bit, so I take that avoiding action, you know, do the sportsman-like thing. And yeah, we carry on racing all the same. But I'm not sure why I did that, to be honest, because this race was absolute carnage in all sense of the word. As you see there, the Mercedes has been sent off to the realms then, as we now gain that position as we continue on through. So we're still in this hell of a battle that's been going on the entire of the race as we head down in towards this corner then. Very hard to get right this. Very easy to get power oversteer and just spin out. We survive it, fortunately. Looking on the inside of ICU there, we jump over the curb, so we know not to do that in the future as we continue on towards the final chicane and the final corners on this circuit. In we go, and through the right-hander, continue on out. The Mazda is off, and we get some live reaction right now. That's just carnage. Absolute stupid race. As you heard, and as I said, an absolute stupid race. It was a bit all over the place, that one. And you can see there, no A+. I literally can't find A+ drivers doing this. I've got to be honest. We do find some later on, of course, because this is Beat the Meta. But the other thing with Beat the Meta is, are we actually going to do it? Because sometimes, Beat the Meta, we don't beat it. And unfortunately, we then have to do it again. So we have to win in every single car this year. That is the goal, at least, in Group 3 and Group 4. Although we're going to maybe struggle to get them all in. We'll do our best, though. We will try as we jump into race number 3 then. Race 2 had somebody punt me off, which is very frustrating. I think they're in this race as well. So the first 2 races were done on one day, and I decided that the races were just absolutely nuts, full of just people diving everywhere. I was like, I'll leave it. I'll do it a different day. So obviously, we start to put the qualifying time in. There has been a question about what do I set the qualifying time in? But it's the car I do Beat the Meta in, so that's the time I use. I don't go in any other car to try and get a time and then win in the Beat the Meta car, because that would be stupid and very easy. Oh, we clip the barrier then. Oh, the Italian goes through. Very opportunistic there from Azzo as we go into this left-hander. Oh, somebody else has just absolutely sent it down on the inside there. Well played to whoever that is. That's a good effort. As we continue on, a bit of contact between these 2 drivers, so hey, we'll take full advantage of that. We get 1 place, we get 2 place. We've actually gained 1 overall then from all of that, even though we hit the barrier. Anyway, a win's a win. We carry on as we continue on towards the end of the lap here. I think it's actually Manfi up ahead who was the driver of concern. If it's a Porsche, that is. No, it wasn't. Manfi is the one that's gone off. Looking for a Porsche up ahead then. So on the left-hand side, we are racing slide rules. And yeah, you're about to see some brilliant racing, because I have experienced good racing all the time with this driver, actually. It's actually a Marto there up ahead. Yeah, be warned about that driver. Anyway, going into the braking zone here. We're going to be side by side with the Brit here as we go through the left-hander. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful racing. I'll say it again. Oh, brilliant racing. Brilliant racing. There you have it. So, absolutely superb stuff. Always nice racing you, my friend, as we continue on through. In P7 now in the Viper. And you saw that we were equal with the Supra on the straight then. So, heading in towards this left-hander. Side by side up ahead. DJ. And Marto Casture. I have no idea. Anyway, continue on out of here then. They are side by side. So he races clean here. I have no idea why he wanted to send me to the realms the other day. No idea at all, but you know, is what it is. Continue on through. I have actually saved it. I just haven't put it in this race because I don't like showing dirty driving all the time, and it's a bit pretty boring race once you've been sent to the realms, to be honest with you. And I like to put all the good races together in Beat the Meta. Hey, we're going to continue out of there then, and we've got a good run on the Porsche driver as we head down in towards the left-hander then. In we go. Defend that very nicely indeed. Unfortunately, they're about to make a cruel mistake there, and yeah, they rode the curb, and yeah, unfortunately, they lost the rear end. They went to catch it, but I was already there, already lifting off, but I couldn't do anything there, but that's not my fault. They lost the car already. It is what it is. We continue racing as we continue on through. Oh no, Bob's gone. Oh, Bob, why have you gone there? Probably doing the same mistake as the Porsche driver, but we get to the end of the race. P5 in the end, not too bad in the grand scheme of it. And you can see there, 6:43 time. So we always keep race time in mind, just in case we do just have a lobby full of A's, and yeah, see where we end up. So we jump to this next race. I highlight there's an A+ driver in this race, and we started P1. I spent about an hour and a half trying to get a 37. I eventually got it because I knew a 37 would guarantee me on pole, will be very close to the front. It's near actually top 200 time, and about a 37.7 is where you're looking. 37.6 maybe in the Viper. I'm actually using brake balance +5 in this car. It suffers chronically from understeer under braking, and that +5 just allows the car to rotate that bit more. It's superb. So the goal is, can we survive here and actually do Beat the Meta? Because this is race number 5. Well, let's find out as we advance to lap 2 then. We did the chicane first time, absolutely fine. Coming in the second time then, in we go. Yep, absolutely fine again as we advance to the next one, lap number 3. As we go into here then, and going through here. Oh, hello. Oh, no! Oh, we got damage as well there. The front left of the car has been absolutely bonked to smithereens there. Front left tyre and front bumper. That means the downforce is going to be struggling. And that's going to bring this Porsche back into play behind me then as we continue on through there and up the hill. Not damage, still not going yet. Come on, disappear, damage, disappear. We advance to the final lap then, where we're still in the lead here. We head into the chicane once again. Through we go. And, oh, tiny tap this time. But that Porsche is extremely close behind. 2.5 temps as we head into this left-hander. I love this corner. I say it every single time. I love this corner. Third gear, short shift, accelerate out to avoid that power oversteer, which this car suffers with a lot. It really, really does, because none of the weight is over that rear wheel, so it just suffers a bit more than other cars. But we head towards the line. We did beat the meta, but I wasn't too happy there because the A+ driver had already left, and I was like, technically it is room full of eights. We did do a 6:42.9 though, which is not too bad of a time, to be honest. But you see the A+ driver down at the bottom had retired. I went into another race, started in pole. This was even less dramatic. We were even faster in this one, a 9:42.4, and we have 3 A+ in this one, P3, P6, and down in P12, I think it was there. So we did beat the meta there. We did it twice, in fact. We beat the meta. We really, really, really did beat the meta as we jump to the TV screen. So the choice now is yours. What am I doing? Beat the meta in next then? That is the question. So you see the list here. Dodge has now gone in there. And we have a large amount of cars now. We've got McLaren's done there, Lamborghini. And of course, to beat the meta, now we've done it in the Dodge Viper. It means the car profile. The next one is in the Dodge Viper. So do make sure you stay tuned in the coming week for the car profile to see where it stacks up against its other competitors. On to screen 2 then, and now you're seeing some of the ones we've got second in. We haven't won there. Ford GT, the Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo car, the Peugeot Vision Gran Turismo car. Have to redo them again at some point. I did think about doing the Peugeot this week, but a lot of you did want me to do the Dodge Viper, so I chose to do the Dodge Viper. We go to screen number 3 then, and now we're looking at some of the cars we haven't touched yet. So do let me know in the comments the car you want me to do next. The most comments of a car I see is the car I generally do next, unless it really isn't competitive at all at that track, and then I'll try something else, the next best thing or whatever it might be. We've still a lot of cars to go here because, you know, we've got over 40 cars in Group 3, as you see there. We've got 2 Nissans that we've got to get through there, the GT3 13 and the 18 car. We've got the Lancer in there. We've got some of the old Super GT cars that are in the Group 3 category, of course. Got McLaren F1 GTR there. That's going to be a tough one, I think, because that is a handling car, but it's not that good, to be honest with you. As we go to the final screen then, 47 cars we've got to do in Group 3. And remember, we are doing Group 4 as well when I get a chance. It depends on what one we are doing. And there you have it, folks. Big old list to choose from there. Do let me know in the comments what you want to see in Beat the Meta. And of course, remember, a Beat the Meta means a car profile straight after it. Now, that is going to be it for this video, folks. If you did like it, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content. We are on our journey to 40,000 subscribers, and I do appreciate all the support on that journey. 2 videos to check out there, including the previous Beat the Meta and the latest video currently on the channel. Once again, a big thank you for watching, as always, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.